Hi and welcome to our channel. My name is Esther and today we will get back to the basics of Pilates, reviewing deep core activation, posture and breathing techniques. So it's ideal if you just started practicing Pilates recently or wanted to have a quick recap of the basics. You will need a folded towel or a small cushion and a block or a pillow to comfort yourself. So let's begin in standing. Keep your feet close together and then open your forefeet and then your heels, keeping your feet parallel to each other. Soften the knees and gently open the front of your hips by tilting the pelvis underneath, reaching the tailbone slightly downwards and the pubic bone up towards your chest. You can pop your hands on your hips and tilt your pelvis forward and backwards a couple of times. So overarching your lower back and then tilting the pelvis backwards, elongating your lumbospine. Try to find the so-called neutral lumbospine position, somewhere in between these two extremes. So not too arched, not too curved, somewhere in between, and hold that. Find your hip bones and move your hands and fingertips in an inch and down an inch towards your lower tummy. Take a deep inhalation through your nose, and as you exhale, try to draw the hip bones towards each other, or imagine tighten up a belt around your waistline, or maybe rushing to the toilet, but I still need to hold in a little longer. Activate your pelvic floor muscles. Squeeze them and lift them up towards your organs. Have a little feedback, gentle pressure at the lower tummy area, and you will feel a slight core activation, muscle contraction underneath your fingertips. So let's try again. Take a deep inhalation through your nose. And a long exhalation. So remember tightening up that belt or lifting your pelvic floor muscles up a little. Feel that gentle hardening underneath your fingertips. Then we're good to go. Great job. Relax the shoulders backwards and downwards and draw the lower ribs down. How to do that? Let's slide your hands a little higher up at the side of your ribcage this time, and take a deep inhalation through your nose as we did before. Try to widen the ribs side to side. Direct the air underneath your palms, and as you exhale, feel that your fingertips are sinking down and towards each other. Inhale. Try to push your palms away from each other, side to side. And exhale, release. Inhale. So keep that core activation. Lumbospine neutral. Widen the ribcage, side to side. And then release as you exhale. Let's take one more deep inhalation. And a long exhalation. Try to draw the lower ribs down. Avoid any ribs flaring or overarching your lower back with that inhalation. Keep one hand on your tummy. Relax your right and reach your right arm up and over your head. Relax down. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower down. Remember, taking that inhalation, the side, widening the ribs side to side, and release. Reach, exhale, activating your deep core, and release. Inhale, lower down. Exhale up. Inhale, lower down. We can have one more. And release, lower down. Great job. Let's slide your hands down again over your hip bones. Keep your core active. If you need to, you can tilt the pelvis a little forward, a little backwards to find that neutral lumbar spine position again. Hold that position. And then pull your right heel away, making sure that you keep your hips nice and even. No dropping, no shifting, or no twisting either side. Raise one heel and raise the other heel while you keep your core active. So that core activation you will feel below your belly button, in between your belly button and your pelvis, lower tummy muscles. Gonna have one more on that left and release down. Try lifting the right one again. Hold that position. Check that your hips are even and open your right knee towards the side. Move back to the center. Open and move back to the center. So the tip of the toes are touching the ground, and you're going to just open gently, making sure that you're not twisting with your entire body. Only the hip joint is moving. As you open your leg towards the side, move back to the center, relax down. Let's repeat this on the other side, peeling your left heel away, engage your core, keep that nice upright position, open up and move back to the center. Couple of times. Keep your balance, imagine balancing a book on the top of your head. Open as you exhale, inhale, move back to the center. You can have one more. Back to the center, relax down. Great job. Keep your hands on your hips and raise both heels up. Lower back down. Moving only upwards and downwards. Keeping your core engaged through the heels and sitting bones towards each other to improve your balance. Imagine you're very tall, growing and reaching the crown of your head up towards the sky. Great job. Hold your heels up and then lower only the right one. Bend the left knee, keeping the hips nice and even. Push back up and lower the left side. Push back up. Lower and up. Lower and up. Remember, only upwards and downwards movements. No side to side or sway forward and backwards or twisting. We're going to have one more each side. Lower the right and lower the left. Push back up. Hold for a second and relax your heels down. Relax your shoulders backwards and downwards and step slightly backwards behind your mat. Take a deep inhalation and a long exhalation, nodding your chin, rounding your shoulders, upper back, mid-back, slowly bending forward, reaching down towards your knees, towards your feet as far as you're comfortable with. Hold for a deep inhalation and slowly roll back up. Use your tummy muscles, activate your core to build up your spine vertebrae by vertebrae. Take a deep inhalation and bend forward again to your own rhythm. As you exhale, reach as far as you're comfortable with. Hold for a deep inhalation and slowly roll back up. Use the pelvic floor muscles, lower tummy muscles to support your lumbar spine. Reach both arms up and above your head. Remember, avoiding flaring the ribs. Lower the arms down. Nod your chin and round your back again. Roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Deep inhalation. Long exhalation, slowly building up your spine. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Reach up as you exhale. Inhale, lower down. And exhale, nod your chin, round your back and reach down. Hold, then roll back up. Building up your spine from the bottom, mid and upper part. Relax the shoulders, reach the arms, throw the lower ribs down and release. Let's do one more, rolling down. Very slowly, reaching down as far as you're comfortable with. Then relax your hands down underneath your shoulders on the mat. Bend both knees. Pull the heels away and lower your knees down slowly on the ground. Then slowly lie down on your side. Then roll over on your back. Use that small cushion or folded towel. Place it underneath your head. Keep both knees in a bent position and rest your hands on your lower tummy area. Tilt the pelvis forward and backwards as you did at the beginning of this practice. In standing, we had that arch and curl of our lumbar spine, creating a little tunnel underneath your lower back, and then slowly pressing the lower back into the ground. One more, creating that little tunnel underneath, and then pressing it down. Then find the mid position. So gently move the pelvis forward and the lower back away from the mat. So you still have a little gap underneath. Then you're going to have your fingertips as good feedback, moving your hands in an inch and down an inch from your hip bones towards the lower tummy muscles. Take a deep inhalation, and as you exhale, imagine tighten up that belt or activating the pelvic floor muscles and feel that nice muscle contraction underneath your fingertips. Try to keep that about half intensity. Deep inhalation and a long exhalation. Extend your right leg, sliding your heel away simply, then moving back. Same on the other side. Reach away with the left and then move back. So your challenge is making sure that your hips are nice and even and the supporting leg and knee stay still. As you extend your right, you keep your left knee nice and still. Other way around, reach the left heel away and stabilize the right knee. Let's do one more each side. Simple little movements, making sure that you keep that little gap underneath your lower back the same and move back to the center. Great job. Let's slide your right heel back towards your hip and then fold it over. Move the knee above the hip. Imagine putting your foot up on a wall in front of you and then lower down. Same on the other side. Little slide and lift. Hover your foot and hold for deep inhalation. Exhale, lower down. Right side, floating up as you exhale. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower down. So the position is idle if you're able to keep your foot hidden behind your knee. So if you glance down, you won't be able to see your foot and try to keep your lower leg parallel to the floor. Gonna have one more each side. Don't forget that little gap underneath your lower back. Your hips are nice and even. Your supporting knee is still. Hold that position, right knee up above your hip. Join these two movements together, reaching forward with your right leg, moving back and relax back down. Slide the heel in Float your foot up. Exhale, reach away. Inhale, move back to the center and release. Keep that little gap underneath your lower back and make sure that you're not tilting your hips side to side. We're going to have one more each side. As you reach forward, you're going to draw the lower ribs down, activate your tummy, but try to avoid pressing your lower back into the ground. It's a nice stabilization for your deep core muscles. Let's do one more each side. Reach, move back and lower down, floating the knee up. Hold, exhale, reach away. Inhale, move back and relaxing down. Great job. Keep your hands on your hips and simply open the right knee towards the side a little, moving back to the center. Do the same movement on the other side, opening the left knee away from the midline, then moving back to the center. So your focus should be on your hips again, making sure that the hips aren't moving up and down. So usually the opposite one is the one tend to move up a little, so try to avoid that. Find that range when you notice that elevation and stop the movement before that. Activate your core and keep your lumbar spine in neutral. We're going to have one more each side. Exhale, open. Inhale, move back to the center. And the last one. Then move back to the center. Great job. So let's just move that small cushion or folded towel away from your head, or just simply lower the elevation of your head. Gently nod your chin down towards the ground, elongating the back of your neck, and move your heels a little closer to your hips. Round your glutes, lift your sacrum and your pelvis away from the ground and relax back down. So we're going to have a little tilt to start the movement with and release. Then gradually lift the lower back as well and relax back down. And with every elevation initiated from your hips, try to lift a little further and further up. Keep your chin nodded, lengthen the back of your neck and keep your neck and shoulder relaxed. Great job. We're going to have one more, tilting the pelvis, picking the sacrum, lower and mid back away from the ground. Keep your pelvis tucked under, even at the furthest point. So squeeze your bum, use your glutes to stabilize that position. Hold for a deep inhalation, gently nodding the chin, relaxing down from the top towards the bottom of your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Let's repeat that full shoulder bridge a few times. Try to fill every little joint of your spine, moving the vertebrae one by one, up and also down. So slow down with the movement. Hold for a deep inhalation, widen the collarbones, relax the shoulders, and relax your upper, mid, lower back and pelvis down. Let's do one more of this movement. Slowly rolling up Take a deep inhalation and a long exhalation, lowering down. Great job. Remove the towel. If you need to, you can place it behind your head. Cuddle your right knee. Extend your left. Try lengthen the distance in between your right knee and your left heel. And release. Engage your core. Change the position of your legs. Cuddle your left knee towards your chest. Reach away with your right leg extending. Heel away from your hip and knee. And relax your foot down on the ground. Engage your core and roll over on your side. Then push yourself up in a comfortable seated position of your choice. You can keep your knees bent, cross your legs over or extend them. But it's probably more comfortable if you use a pillow or a folded blanket and sit a little bit higher up. Relax the shoulders backwards and downwards, and let's have a quick recap of what we covered today. So keep that nice length of your spine. Relax the shoulders backwards and downwards. Gently nod your chin towards your neck, elongating the back of your neck. So we had core activation. So find the hip bones and move your fingertips in an inch and down an inch towards the lower tummy muscles. Take a deep inhalation, and as you exhale, engage your deep core by imagine tightening up that belt or activating the pelvic floor muscles. Release. Let's do one more deep inhalation. Try sideways. We're going to get back to that too. And a long exhalation, lifting and squeezing the pelvic floor muscles up towards your organs. A little heartening and muscle activation underneath the fingertips. Well done. I hope you felt that too. Let's just move your hands the side of your rib cage. Take a deep inhalation and try to widen the ribs side to side as you fill your lungs. And exhale, release. Notice as your fingertips are sinking towards each other. With the inhalation, they're moving away from each other. And exhale, drawing the lower ribs down. One more. Inhale and exhale. Great job. Extend both arms side to side. Relax the shoulders and then reach the right arm up and over. Lower the shoulders. Keep your core engaged and release. Other side. Reach and release. Both arms reaching over your head. Your palms together and relax your palms down in front of your chest. Great job. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found these little review useful and you will be able to practice Pilates with these details later on. If you find this useful, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.